Deadman320 asks, have you ever heard of the band Dream Theater? If you haven't, check them out. I have heard of them. Spook Yeah. What is your weight? Too damn much. If you want to put a number by that, it's 270 pounds. Unit 0001. What Gundam kit have you had the most fun assembling? I can't even answer that, because every single one I put together, I have the most fun with. It doesn't matter if it's a 1 to 144, I'm going to enjoy that immensely. If it's a master grade, I'm going to enjoy that immensely. I just enjoy working with my hands, so there is no one that I can say I've had the most fun with. Now, I can enjoy the results more on some than others, like probably my favorite 144-to-1 I've built, besides, well, I don't know, the double Zeta came out very well, is probably the Powered GM. I like that one a lot, the way that one came out. Moving on, why did you start, Dark Hero 101010 asks, why did you start doing reviews? I did reviews, I started because I made a comment, a video response to one of Diance's videos, and someone, I had my one of my Transformers up here on this window ledge, and someone said, hey, you got Transformers, can you make a video showing what you got? And I made my collection video, and then people started requesting reviews off of that, and that's where I got started. Grimwolf100 asks, will you ever review a Real Gear robot again? If I do, I'm going to review the white PlayStation controller looking one. High Score 100 or whatever its name was. Besides that, I really didn't like the line all that much, except for the binocular ones, the long view that I did the review of. Number 1 Canadian. Way to toot your own horn, dude. Hey Josh, what 5 new Transformers would you like to see in the new movie? Man, I wish I would have thought of this ahead of time. New figures that they have, new characters they haven't already butchered. I'd like to see a Hound. Hound would be cool. I've heard rumors about some sort of huge Decepticon. I'd like to see a huge Autobot to, go up against it. Although it'd probably just end up being, you see their feet shuffling around and little people scurrying around and never see the real fight. But anyway, so I'd like to see Metroplex. If we're going to go over the top for the third movie. That's 2. I'd like to see, we've already had Jetfire. I'd like to see Skyfire as an Autobot, as a, I don't know if that's doable, make him like Jetfire's son or something, but I'd like to see a good Autobot Jet who doesn't have to die to combine with Prime. I don't actually even want to see Unicron, because to me that would just be pandering to us. Let's see, I'm trying to think of something that's, out there, not just, oh, I want to see Sunstreaker. Actually, Sunstreaker could be pretty cool. So let's just say Sunstreaker. And Superion. I want to see Superion. That is what I'd like to see. Give me Superion, Autobot, not some twisted, convoluted way of making him into a Decepticon. I don't care if the limbs are drones. Just give me a good combiner that transforms into, well, I'm not even going to say it because it's not going to happen. Don was, I think this dude asked me a question already. Don was, dude, it's just water. I have no idea what's going on here. Okay, Don Mosquito is answering someone else's question, and because of the way YouTube has mangled things, I have no idea who he's asking a question to. Oh, okay, Jonas Spiris asks, Okay, here's a good one. Provided a compound with an equal ratio of hydrogen to oxygen atoms, would you A, drink it, B, put it on an open wound, C, pour it into a fish bowl, or D, give it to some random thirsty guy and say it will quench his thirst? I warn you, only one of these results will be good. Well, the only one I would not do is A. And that just tells you how sick I am. Really, you're supposed to put it on B, an open wound, because an equal ratio would suggest a hydrogen peroxide, so you got hydrogen peroxide, which will kill you to death if you drink it. And also, if it's not diluted, it'll still burn you severely. Put it in a fish bowl, that'd probably be good for some good laws, unless you're a member of PETA. And there's some random guys who I'm not going to name for fear of incriminating myself, who I would love to serve a nice cold glass of hydrogen peroxide to. Don Mosquito, I'm going to have to reply to you and say you are wrong right now. Error, try again. Anyway, moving on to the next question. Terry Fan asks, please make a question and answer video. Well, I'd just like to applaud you for being able to go and send this message 2 weeks ago to me and to encourage me to make a question and answer video. Good job. I am afraid of you. You have some mad skills. Simple Leo asks, white or wheat? How about neither? I like potato bread. Prime Sonic YouTube asks, here's a couple weird ones. What is the one thing you miss about your high school years? What is the one thing you most certainly do not miss about the said years? I miss my weight. I miss being under 200 pounds. And what do I not miss? There's this one certain teacher, this guy, who I don't think was actually qualified to teach people how to breathe, but was somehow able to teach us, I think it was geography. And I'm not going to name names, but if he ever sees this, I would just like to hope he has moved on to a better job, that he is more able to perform. And it's not, shoot, I was just thinking, it's not Mr. Adams, it's not him. He was a cool teacher. But there was another guy who, I think just 1 year, my class, taught geography. I don't miss him at all. Robo Leader asks, alright, I want to know why no one will answer this question. What is your favorite Transformer from your least favorite toy line? Well, that is actually, I can give two answers for that. My favorite toy from my least favorite toy line, I actually have two least favorites, if that's not a contradiction. Unicron is my favorite figure from Armada, and the Voyager-sized Tankor figure is my favorite figure from Beast Machines. Moving on. KY Kickboxer. Sounds interesting. Hey Josh, PS3 or Xbox 360, and why do you prefer one over the other? I like my PS3 a lot. I like to be able to get on and play multiplayer for free. I like being able to watch Blu-ray movies. I like that there's no red ring of death. In all honesty, everybody I know that has ever had a 360 has had the red ring of death. I mean, that's pretty sad. I mean, I was talking to a guy at this place near here called Play and Trade, and according to him, they repair 360s. Out of everyone they sell new, they figure about 40 to 50% of them come back broken. And that's just sad. I mean, but leave it to Microsoft. And I say that, and I'm using Windows, but also I've been playing Final Fantasy 13, and it's on one disc as opposed to the 360 where it's on 3 discs. Small victory, but I still like it. KY Kickboxer asks another question. What is your favorite firearm you own? What firearm would you like to own? My favorite firearm, the one that is probably the most special to me, was actually my first weapon that was ever purchased for me brand new. I'm glad I took it out. I need to oil it. But this right here is a New England Firearms single action 410 shotgun. And I have enjoyed this shotgun as cheap as it is, as simple as it is, more than probably any other gun I have ever owned or will ever own. Single shot, it teaches you the importance of making every single shot count. What would I like to own? I'd like to own the same thing, but in a 12 gauge. Or I take that back. I actually want a double barrel coach gun with exposed hammers. Just because I think it's cool to have a shotgun with exposed hammers. Lowtons22 asks, here's a good one, SpongeBob SquarePants or Patrick Star? I'm assuming Patrick Star is somebody that starfish on SpongeBob, and I'm going to have to say neither. Unknown Soldier of Pi, what are your 3 favorite Transformers? Jetfire as a character. I don't know, Hot Rod and Cup. Jetfire, Hot Rod, and Cup. Yeah, that'll work. Abshire, excuse me. 8313 asks, I've got a question for you. Whose company do you prefer more, Phil or Drew? Well, obviously, that is someone who knows me or my brothers, and I can't think of what Abshire it could be. And in all honesty, in different situations, I prefer a different brother's company. Drew is the one that was here whenever I did the review on, I forget what it was, but he made the joke about the, oh, Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs, with my unfinished Terran ground type. And Philip, well, go watch my 2007 movie review. Both of my brothers are in there. So if I'm doing something nerdy, I like to hang out with Drew because he's not afraid to embrace his inner nerd along with me. Whenever I'm doing something mechanical, I like to have Philip around because he gets so aggravated at everything, it's actually kind of entertaining. Shame on me. I don't know. I enjoy hanging out with my brothers. I don't get to do it much because Drew is teaching in a town about an hour and 15 minutes away from here, so I don't get to hang out with him much anymore. Philip, well, we both hang out with our girlfriends way too much to really spend much time with each other, and I don't think we mind all that much. Okay, Major Montana Max asks, what are your top 3 favorite Gundam models of the top 3 you'd like to own? I've already answered that, sorry dude. Diddy King 89, or Diddy 89 King asks, or says, nice video dude? Thanks. And Fat Bat, oh, I already answered his question at the beginning. So anyway, oh good lord, an hour and 13 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and split this into 3 pieces. Y'all have a fantabulous day.